This was originally a puzzle published in February 1998, step by step. In this puzzle's diagram, clues go in 3 directions: across, up, and down, as indicated by the arrows at the border of the grid. Entries going across or up will alternate between shaded and unshaded squares, which are the faces of the blocks. That's fine, that is just geometry. Entries in the 4 numbered down rows belong in adjacent unshaded squares. Oh, okay, that's just telling you how to fill it in. Fine. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I will tweak that in a second. In any row containing more than one entry, the entries are clued in their proper order and will occupy the entire row. Fine. When all clue answers have been entered, solvers will need to complete the unclued row at the blocks of 10 down. Okay. To form a fitting title, answers include 6 proper nouns. Watch your step now. Okay, so this is... What is this? This is step by step. By hex. I struggle with hexes, but here we go. Allow me a first go at the clues, and then I will come to you when I get stuck. You've worked out a spacing technique to do hex grid and crosswords in Excel, but it's not pretty. Intriguing, Hologrow. Indeed, Jamie. You can use rows where you merge everything. Oh, whoa. Anyway, this seemed easier. We shall see. So 1 across, 1A. Too bad about grand debut of Swan Dive. Too bad about grand debut of Swan Dive. Too bad about grand debut. So that's probably a G of Swan Dive. Swan Dive? Too bad. That's too bad. Oh, shame about G. Would grand debut Swan Dive. Not spotting it. Anyone in the chat? Archer's got it. Hint, please. Too bad. Shame. Or maybe too bad could be anagram of 2, couldn't it? It could be debut of Swan. Grand can just be G anyway, but debut of Swan. So too bad. Alas. Then put a G in that. And then S. Is it algaes or something? No anagram needed. Okay. Too bad. I think too bad is going to be like alas. Put G about grand and then is a glass. Oh, it could be K as well. Yeah. Grand could be K as well. A glass, a lax. Is it something like that? Good to move on, I think. That part is nearly correct. So it's a lass. About grand. About a lass. No. Wrong word for too bad, but right idea. So what other words are there for too bad? Oh no, shame. What's the first couple of letters, please? Arch. Too bad. First letter is P. Too bad. All I can think of is shame. About grand, which could be dive. Plunge is plunge. I mean, to dive is to plunge, but I don't get it if it is that. So it's got to be, yeah, G is the grand. But debut of Swan is S, so not plunge. Next letter, please. A swan would be a pen. It could be. I think it's the debut of Swan. This is a good start, isn't it? P-I... Look around you, that might help. Are you saying I live in a dive? I mean, it's not wrong, but, you know, thanks. Look around you. What are birds? We just don't know. Is it that form of look around you? Probably. Next letter, please. If you got it, I'm almost tempted to say type it in the chat, but I want to get it. I want to get it. Because it's been several minutes now and I haven't got it. I mean, pig pen? Pigeon? Pigsty? A pigsty is a dive. It's a pity. Ugh, there we go, finally. So it's pity around... G and then S is the debut of Swan. Thank you very much, Foggy. Thank you. Absolutely lovely. So pigsty. Okay, 1B. Prisoner is holding means of communication in card. Prisoner is holding means of communication in card. Con. That's your prisoner. Yeah, it's close, isn't it? But it's not quite right for that. Radio? Caradian. So it's con, holding means of communication. What would your mean of communication be? Phone. Caphonen. Means of communication with 5 letters in. In card. Cardboard. Inmate. Prisoner is also an inmate, but con is con, is could be is, and then it's a 3-letter meaning that. Would it be that? Would it be con, and then is, and is holds the means of communication? Okay, strong hints, please. Let's get this one done quickly. Strong hints, please. First of all, is con, and a stronger hint than that, please. Prisoner. I mean, it's got to be con. Inmate. Jailbird. Means of communication. Prisoner is con. Cool. And then it's the 5-letter word for a means of communication in con, and it means card. Card. A birthday card. Happy birthday to Andy, who's not watching. It is his birthday today. I forgot. It was my best friend's birthday. Oopsie. Card. Spade. You get a deck of cards. Hearts. Clubs. Definition is card. Card could also be an oddball. So is it someone who's weird? Means of communication. Something oon? Cradioon. No. Strong hits, please. Keep them coming. Right lines, but not really weird. Sort of an outre person. More funny ha-ha than weird. Oh, got it. Media. That's your form of communication. Thank you very much. So it's a comedian. It's media in con. So there we go. Comedian. It will take me ages to put all the letters in this because of the way I've linked it. There we go. 4 letters. Teacher's stern in Little French Land. Teacher's stern in Little French Land. Teacher. Miss Stern. Teacher stern. The last letter of teacher. So that's R. In Little French, we. Little could be we. So is it going to be were? That's a French land. French land or land is going to be the definition here. Did they serve tea? Did they serve pig's tea at the pigsty? Teacher's stern. Last letter of teacher is R. In Little French. Little French. P? Yeah. There we go. It's a P, isn't it? Right, there we go. So I've given you everything you need. I've given you everything you need. Pew, pew, pew. Yes, absolutely. Type it in the chat if you've got this one. Type it in the chat and I will start putting it in the grid because it'll take me a while. So P is P-E-U. We're putting an R in it for Peru. That is the land. Peru. Excellent. Well done. If you got that. 2 across. Sit back behind a storyteller. Sit back behind a storyteller. Yep, got this one. I've actually got one. Oh, yeah. Good luck, Foggy. Sit back behind a storyteller. Hologro, Weegus, you've all got it. Okay, type it in the chat if you got it. I think it's Aesop. So, A, E, S, O, and P. Pose, and then A, all of which is reversed. There we go. Supreme Court Justice in favour of teaching assistants. Okay. Is there a protas, P-R-O-T-A-S, that was on the Supreme Court or something like that? Because if you're in favour of something, you're pro. Teaching assistants, they're probably TAs. So was there a protus or something? Pro. Fortus. How about fortus? If it's not pro. Fortus. Because this will be back in... it is, there we go. This is back in 98 that this was originally set. So this is a slightly dated reference. But this is fine. It's because I've chosen a crossword from 1998. So it's absolutely fine. Fortus. The Fortus was before then, though. Okay, fair enough. Most unsatisfactory deli meat taken from the tongue. Most unsatisfactory deli meat taken from the tongue. So it's got to be a deli meat that sounds like most satisfactory. You're getting to see poorest. This is getting good reactions, this clue. Most unsatisfactory, rubbishest. Deli meat taken from the tongue. It's just got to be something that sounds like a deli meat. So ham, pastrami. You've got. Oh, okay, so. Bratwurst. Thank you, Meredith. Thank you very much. Very much. So it is the worst. It is such an old joke, isn't it? So a deli meat is a wurst, V-U-R-S-T, or a worst, but it'll be the O spelling. I assume it'll be the O spelling. Do people agree with me on that one? Live and let die. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Yes, absolutely, Shaggy. I couldn't do it in my normal Excel. It was very, very disappointing. No, 3A. Computer component, I'm returning reptile with it. Computer component, I'm returning reptile with it. At least the clues are normal on this one. It's nice to have a crossword where things are pretty much normal, unlike last week's. Computer component, so it's got to be like a diode or a resistor or a transistor or memory module. I'm returning reptile with it. I'm returning probably MI instead of IM. Have you not got an Idrizilit in your computer, DX? I've got a very fast Idrizilit. Computer component. I'm returning reptile with it. I'm going to write out the word resistor. It's one letter too short, but it just ends in STOR, and I want to look see what it looks like when you reverse resistor. Rotsizer. Computer component. I'm returning. Few of you are getting it. That's fair enough, DX. Resistor doesn't start with MI. No. MI returning reptile. So it's got to be... I don't think it's going to be lizard. It's got to be like iguana. What does iguana look like when it's reversed? I mean, slightly off-put, to be honest. Iguana. Anaugi. With it. That's true. So computer component is a slightly bigger, like a motherboard or a chip. Ah, chipmunk? Chip? No, chip is your computer component. I'm returning with it. So, chip I'm all returning. So, mippich. Right, big strong hints, please. Okay, is it a chip? Something chip. Something chip. Croc. Croc is a reptile. And chip is in it. Microchip! Right, microchip. Why is it microchip? So, you got croc in what? What is croc in? I'm backwards, and then croc. And then with it is hip. Ah. That'll be why I didn't know that, because I've rarely been accused of being with it. I've been accused of being full of it, but not with it. Very different. Microchip. Level sycamore. Level sycamore. Ooh, is there... Oh, this is just going to be a double definition. Sycamore. A sycamore is an elder? Is it... a level is a stage. Is there a sycamore called a stage? It's going to be another term for sycamore. Like a... That's very kind to say. I am full of skill. This is just going to be a double definition, right? There's two words. It's got to be a word that means level, and it's another term for sycamore. What is it? Warble J. Good evening, Warble J. Hope you're doing well. Also, hello to everyone in the chat. I didn't say hello to everyone at the beginning, so hi to everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Hoping Warble J will just give us the answer here, because it's just got to be double definition. And I have a horrible feeling that I just won't know sort of half of the definition. So even if I got the other half, I wouldn't get it. Okay, type it out, please. Those of you who have it. We know it's a double definition. Plane. Oh, I have heard of a plane tree. I didn't know that was a sycamore. And if you plane something, you level it. So that is a nice clue. Good clue. Just one that I wouldn't have got without the crossings, and I guess we could have got it later with the crossings actually, but I didn't. Played for a cross. Gripping end of spoon, attack stuffed pancake. Gripping end of spoon, attack stuffed pancake. Okay, so end of spoon, N. And then a word for attack is going to go in, and we're going to get a stuffed pancake. Hungry now. Hungry now. I had salad today. You'll be very pleased to know that I ate some vegetables today. I went to the co-op and they had house salad. Was £1, down to 23p. Couldn't resist. Lots of lettuce in it. Lots of lettuce in it. Anyway, it's good. Tasty. Gripping end of spoon. N. attack. If you attack, you lunge, you hit at. We need a stuffed pancake. Points to make pancakes, yes. The thing is, I know when to go to my local co-op for when they've got tasty stuff, when they do their bargain basement bit. And it's always about 7 o'clock, 6:55. There's always tons of bread. I never need bread. Well, all I can think of is crepes. I mean, waffles then, very much not a pancake. First letter, please. I did also buy coleslaw, which was less healthy. I'm sure I'll have probably heard of it. B. So if you attack, you battle. It needs to be a 5-letter word for attack, though, doesn't it? Blitz. So is it Blintz? Blintz? I've not heard of that, if it is that. Okay, thank you. A Blintz. Thank you very much. Blintz is going in there. 4B. Bedtime summons to a tot at play. Bedtime summons to a tot at play. Anagram of to a tot? What would your bedtime summons there be? 2-2? I've heard of a blini. I have heard of a blini. Haven't eaten one, but I have heard of one. Bedtime summons to a tot at play. Anagram of a tot at, or anagram. It's just T's and O's with an A. It's tot to a tot at play. Toot. Toot at. At toot. Maybe it's not to a tot. Maybe it's a tot at. Oh, tattoo? T-A-T-T-O. Okay, it's tattoo. Surely it's tattoo, because that is an anagram of to a tot. But a bedtime summons. There's the Edinburgh tattoo, which is a military festival. There's a tattoo on your skin, but is it also, yeah, I guess it must be, Matt. There must be some form of military bugle call. There we go. It's a, oh right, I didn't know it was a bugle call. A tattoo, there we go. Right, off to bed, you soldiers. You go and sleep now. Tattoo. Mediterranean island around All Fool's Day. Mediterranean island around All Fool's Day. I mean, that's April. April the 1st. April the 1st is A. Mediterranean island. Crete. Corfu. I was thinking potato as well, but I finally got there. Is it Crete or Corfu? I'm trying to think of other Mediterranean islands with 5 letters in. Mediterranean island around All Fool's Day. Oh, hang on. Right. 5 letters. It's 5 letters. Mediterranean could indeed be like something like Kos. And then we could be putting it around All Fools, sort of maybe AF or something like that. And then we could be getting a day like Friday, or there are no days of the week with 5 days. April. April is not a day. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, there's no days of the week with 5 letters. Not in English anyway, is it? Do I want Kos? April is not a day. Prove me wrong, Arch Davidson. Prove me wrong. Just saying. Mediterranean island. Around... is not a hidden, is it? No, it's not a hidden. Okay, some hints, please. Am I after a 5-letter Mediterranean island? Or is it something like Kos? I mean, All Fool's Day is April the 1st, which is A, but I'm after a 5-letter island. Okay. Crete, Sicily. Sicily's got 6. Corfu. Cyprus. Malta. Malta is... I've been there. Been to Malta. Mediterranean. Is it Malta? Around is about. Okay. But everything begins with C near the Mediterranean island. So if all so it's got to begin with C, and it isn't Crete or Corfu. Around is C. What is an All Fool's Day? It's April the 1st, which is A. It is a silly day. It is a ridiculous day where you can't believe anything you read. Maybe All Fools, anagram of alls. So if it's All Fools, which is April the 1st, A, and then day is D. April the... Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, April the 1st. Wow. I feel abused by that clue. I feel taken advantage of. I feel disgusted, and yet I enjoyed it. Capri. So C is circa. April the 1st is April Fool's Day. Stupid clue. Found petition popular. Found petition popular. Popular is probably in. Petition. Oh yes, absolutely says it. I have no issues with the clue. I'm just a muppet. It took me ages to get there. Add an exclamation mark before it. I think, Catus. I think, and that might work. Because I do have a quote thingy in the bank there somewhere, but fine, fair enough. Right, found. If you petition, you plea, you ask. I'll just bung quotations in. If it's funny enough, just bung it in. Found, petition, popular, hip. First letter, please. If you found something, you begin it. Begin. Don't need your hints. Don't need your hints. If you petition, you beg. And if something's popular, it is in. Excellent. Winning 6 cross. Revised chapter 1 graph. Okay, this is nice. That's quite nice. 6 cross. Matt has got it. Weegis has got it. I'm smug because I've got it. Yes, they shouldn't have any extra superfluous words. I would agree with Warble and Meredith there. Sometimes an extra A or something to help the surface reading is okay, but frowned upon. I agreed, Matt Clemson. What is the answer? Type this in the chat if you got it. I'm going to start putting this in because it'll take me forever. Chapter 1. It's an anagram of chapter 1. It's a pie chart, which is quite a satisfying anagram. In Act 1, rule sultanate. In Act 1, rule sultanate. It is un camembert in France. Or that is one of its colloquial names. In Act 1, rule sultanate. So sultanate means a country that is ruled by a sultan. So in Act 1, rule... Is it going to be a hidden? Tonaru? No. In Act 1... 1 is probably going to be I again. I'm wise to that now. Rule. You rule, you reign. Sultanate, 6 letters. Persia? It's an old sultanate, I guess. I don't know, Stephen. There are times when it can convey information. If you've ever seen the Pac-Man pie chart, I think that's quite a useful one. Portion of pizza remaining. Portion that looks like Pac-Man. In Act 1, rule sultanate. Is it going to be hidden in the other half? No. E rules. Not spotting it. Anyone got this? No one seems to have got it. I will move on because we're doing quite well. So I think I'll move on. 8 across. Let's move to 8. Mineral found in metal cans. Mineral found in metal cans. Now this one is my favourite type of clue. This one is my favourite. Type this in the chat. Talc. It's literally hidden in metal cans. T-A-L of metal and C of cans. Okay, so those are the acrosses. Now we'll go up. So that is that, or from Yorkers, that way. It's going up that way. So 11 across, we shall start. So it's P something A something M something, which makes this very much easier. Hymns. And one more thing. Donation. Happy with this one. Hymns and one more thing. Donation. Happy with this one. Katus has got this. So very much Wheel of Fortuning this one. Because that is what it looks like. So type this in the chat if you think you've got it. Psalms. Those are your hymns. So PS, and one more thing, by the way, PS. Donation are alms. It's in charity. Muscle builders foremost. One with knotted pecs. Muscle builders foremost. One with knotted pecs. Okay. Yep, happy with that one. Especially if I do this. B something, C something, P something. That should very much help. Wasn't plasma, no. Yep, type this one in the chat. We're gonna... Hopefully this should be fairly smooth sailing now. He says, running into a brick wall. Biceps. I don't know if I have any biceps. Certainly don't have any strong ones. Where are the biceps? These. Look at that tiny little bicep. Teeny tiny. You need an electron microscope to see it. Biceps. So that is builders foremost. That is B. What is I? Anagram of pecs. They're knotted for the muscle. So surely that should really be muscles. 6. No, I keep wanting to say 6 down. So 11 across, the last one. Container in trunk holding 2 tablespoons. Container in trunk holding 2 tablespoons. And in this one, we have something, T, something. Okay. Is the biceps one muscle? I thought, but biceps has got an S at the end. It must be plural. I know not all words ending in an S, but you could have a bicep. You think the singular of the muscle is technically biceps? Ha! You have 2 of them, but each of them is a biceps. Language. Fine. Right, container in trunk holding 2 tablespoons. Trunk holding 2 tablespoons. So if tablespoon can be T, then we need a 4-letter word for trunk, and then we get a container. So we have something, TT, something. So like button, container, 6-letter container with double T in the middle. So I'm seeing some agreements and some non-agreements. What? Where am I? Where am I? Is it double T then? Not the container that's obscure, but the trunk. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, we got double T in it anyway. So I need a container that's... bottle. Ah, is there a B-O-L-E that is a trunk? A bowl, B-O-L-E. Because a bowl is a tree trunk. Ah, that kind of trunk. Okay, yep. So bottle is where we are all at. And then 12. So we're starting G something S something. Soldier's true essence. Soldier's true essence. Yes, happy with this one. Okay, we just Hologrow, DX, go for it, and tab stop, go for it. In fact, oh, Luminek, everyone's getting it. Everyone is getting it. So your soldiers are your GIs, and true for T. You get gist, and that is the essence of an argument, the gist. Excellent, good work, everyone. Next one begins with C. 5 letters. Crickets sound greeting, rod in edges of camp. Crickets sound greeting rod in edges of camp. Oh, that's how you parse it if you want to read it as a sentence. Crickets sound greeting rod in edges of camp. So C something, I something, P. Got to be a chirp then. Cricket reference, but not that form of cricket, Caroline. But I'll take it. I like it. I like it. So it's got to be a chirp. But why? So you sound greeting, cricket sound, chirp. Greeting is high. Rod in... Oh, is a rod in... It's like a unit of measurement, isn't it? So it's HI, R for rod, and then we're putting it in the edges of camp, which is C and P. I think there is a measurement called a rod. Couldn't tell you what the measurement was, but... Quit ale. Getting mixed drink. Quit ale. Getting mixed drink. And we have P something E, something something L something. Oh, right, yes, fine. In that case, there's only 6. What have I done wrong? Something E, something, something, something L-A. Thank you, yeah. Well, there's only... Well, that helps. That helps. Now that I know what's going on. So DX has got it. Caroline. What do you think it is, Caroline? And Bloody Violet. Good evening. What do you think it is? I think it's an anagram. That song is called Tequila. Not gin and tonic. Tequila. Yes. I always remember when they did one song to the tune of another, and Tequila was the song that they did it to, and Silent Night was the other half. And so it was just Colin Sell on the piano just playing that, and then they'd shout Silent Night instead of Tequila, and then they'd wait for ages, and then Holy Night. So good. Right, let's move on. 13 up. Outerwear, perfectly covering. Computer operator. Outerwear. Perfectly covering. Computer operator. So. T something P something O something T. Do people agree with me for that? I mean, Taproot fits that, but I'm not happy with that. I mean, coat is an outerwear. Perfectly covering computer operator. Usually that's a user. So keep going. Okay. I mean, taproot, top coat, typist, outerwear, computer operator. Perfectly. Oh, hang on. Is it a hidden? No, it's not a hidden. Not a hidden. Is it... So what is it? Is it taproot? Oh, a root is a computer operator, isn't it? It's like the root access, isn't it? It's sort of root level. So taproot isn't... Oh, no. I said taproot. Okay. Something coat. Something coat. Tap coat, top coat. Top coat is a thing. Outerwear, I guess. Top coat. So if it's perfectly, it's 2AT. Covering PC for computer and O for operator. Ouch. So if it's something is perfectly, it's 2 a T. And that's covering PC for computer and O for operator. Top coat. That's a painful one. Okay. Match that's not so bulky. Match that's not so bulky. I'll take this. I'll take this. I'm happy with this one. Very happy with this one. I'll give you a few seconds. I prefer taproot. Lovely. Warble's got it. Warble, what is it? How was the weather up for you there, Warble, by the way, in Edinburgh? It's been rubbish down here, but I'm very aware that other parts of the country have been doing better. Lighter, it is indeed. A match is a lighter, like a cigarette lighter. And if you're not so bulky, you are lighter. So sorry. Bit grey. Yeah. 14 across. 14 up. Timer shortened. The guy's hat. Timer shortened. The guy's hat. C something. O something. H something. Got it. Got it. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. A friend of mine linked me to Les Cornichons, and that's another song that that I get in my head and have to keep on singing. It is a bit French, yes. Type it in the chat if you think you've got it. It's a cloche, which I'm assuming is a type of hat. A cloche is certainly something you put on food. It's the big metal thing. So it's clock, shortened. So clock, but without the last letter. The guy, he. Cloche makes hat. A bell-shaped hat. Knew it had a ring to it. Anyway, next one, 6 letters. Connect railroad with a Spanish land. Connect railroad with a Spanish land. T something, E something, R something. Now I assume, because you get Tierra del Fuego, so I'm assuming... The big question is, big hat or small hat? I'm assuming it's Tierra, like Tierra del Fuego. So that's a Spanish land. Connect railroad with a... Thank you, Catus. I hadn't got the pars. So if you connect something, whoops, you tie it. A railroad is then RR, and then A is A. Thank you. Oddly, Mounties must be silent. Oddly, Mounties must be silent. Yep, happy with this one? Bring me the head of Tierra del Fuego. Arch, yep, go for it. Meredith, Hologro, go for it. It is the odd letters of Mounties. So M, U, T and E. Every other letter spells mute. Father is coming around to slang. Father is coming around to slang. Oh, that's nice. Okay, got this one. Got this one. Hologro's got it. Katus has got it. I like it. Go for it. Type it in the chat. It's patois. So that is your slang. So your slang is your patois. Father is par. And then is, all of which are around 2. So it's 2 in par and is. And that is your patois. 16. Don't tolerate papers turning yellowish. Don't tolerate papers turning yellowish. I've got an idea of what it is. Is it disallow? If you don't know. Disallow. It's got to be. It's definitely dis something. Papers. Papers your ID. And then turning yellowish is sallow. There you go. Your papers are your ID. They're turning, so they're backwards. And then sallow is turning yellowish. 17. A spring thong. A spring thong. A something, O something, N something. I've got an extra letter somewhere in there. A spring thong. Oh, throng. Okay. No comment. No comment. Throng. A spring. Okay, I've got it now. Speedo. Yes, indeed. So, I am not even wearing Australian thongs. A thong. Ah! A thong in Australia is flip-flops where the thing goes between your big toe and your second toe. I'm not even wearing them, so I'm wearing no thongs today. Type this in the chat if you think you got it. Matt Clips has got it. A few of you have got it. Hologrow. So, spring is to jump, which is to bound. So, if something abounds, there's lots of it. So, I assume it's a bound, because like a throng is a bound. So, there we go. Good. A boing! I like the idea of a boing. Oh, is that also in Southern California? Yeah. Last up clue. Bologna in ship spoiled. Bologna in ship spoiled. This is something that Sean Connery might be taking. There is a wild dot in that, yes. I can't actually delete it easily without mucking things up. 1 second, I'm going to damn it. Whoop, 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 whoop. So that has to go. No, that has to go back. And then you are just there. Whilst. Oh right, that's why. That's why. There we go. Right, bring you back. Oop. And we're all back. I'm using Affinity for those who. Write this in the chat if you got this one. This is something that Sean Connery takes. It must be pish. I think anagram of ship spoiled, and if something's baloney, it's rubbish. So it's an anagram of that. There we go. As in tosh, absolutely rotter, absolutely. Okay. 3 down. Neckwear for aisle dancing. Oh, we've already got that. Lays. There we go. It's an anagram of aisle, so that is good. 6 down. Take home vase for audit. Oh, earn. It sounds like earn, U-R-N, but if you take something home, you earn it. And then 6B, accrue. Collect $200 in a French street. So that's CC in a rue. And that's accrue. 9 down. Oh, we can't read that one off. What have we got? Foul area in shade. Foul area in shade for 9. Foul area in shade. So it's T-A-I, taint. So it's going to be taint? So it's A in... a shade is in a tint of a colour. Yes, absolutely. So area is A, put that in tint, and you get taint. And if you foul something, you taint it. Yeah, that's true. We haven't done 7 across. We will do that. 9 down. Travel in craft and talk of thieves. So it's Argo, A-R-G-O-T. What does that actually mean? I don't know what Argo, A-R-G-O-T, actually means. Lorry is the last one. So it's go in art. So travel is go. In craft is art. So the talk of thieves is Argots. Thieves slang. Oh, there we go. Breaking a rule about one girl's name. So it's an anagram of a rule about the letter I for 1. And that is Lorry. And that is a name. And then 10 is the meta. What did it say? When all clue answers have been entered, solvers will need to complete the unclued row of blocks at 10 down to form a fitting title. The answer, and it's going upwards, is up the down staircase. Which is the answer. This is the title of the puzzle, in a way, an alternative title. 7 across. In Act 1, rule Sultanate. Well, it must be Brunei, but why? Because Brunei very much fits here, but why? So it's run in Foggy! Do you know how staircases in pyramids are illuminated? Incandescent lights. Aren't those technically ziggurats? Anyway, so why is this? So it's run. Run. I don't get it. What is run? And what is B? And what is I? Act is B. Why is act B? Oh, he acted in a certain way. He was. So he to be is to act. And so I is 1. And then if you rule, you run a company. I ruled the roost. I ran the roost. Yeah. Oh, quite a tricky one, that. Quite a tricky one. Fun puzzle. One that I could not put into Excel for obvious reasons.